Right, you little fat bucket.
How are we?
Watcher. Just ordering my England attire ahead of the tournament.
Oh, nice, mate. I like it.
I like that, but it's out of stock.
It's fucking Larry, that.
It's going to be in the summer, isn't it? You was boiling when you were in the World Cup in your black long sleeve thing.
Yeah, but if I buy it's either that or the shirt, the away shirt.
Yeah.
But I'll never wear it. The away shirt, I'll never use it again.
Oh, so you wear your World Cup 2018 one? You wear it a lot, yeah?
What, the training top?
Yeah. The half zip, innit? It's nice.
Yeah.
But
A lot more than I would never touch a football shirt.
Fair enough. No, I like it. It's nice.
There's a couple of different styles. I don't think we're on here to talk about my shopping habits, but
let's be clear though, Jim. It's a lot of things that you've said you wouldn't touch in the past. Maybe.
Couldn't agree with you more.
So maybe touching an England shirt ain't gonna hurt you.
I won for the pig once in Barrio. I won an all night. Do you remember that? Couldn't get my hands around her.
Won a wardrobe.
Couldn't get my hands around her.
Thing is, Jim, what you should consider is going for something a little bit more traditional.
No,
yeah, old school, innit? Yeah.
Everyone does it.
Yeah, I like that.
I've been looking at that. I do like it.
I love all the old shirts.
That was the year I was born, that shirt.
The only other one I toyed with was 66. Getting a replica of that.
Thing is, you'll never have to buy an English shirt again because you can wear it. Like, I see a guy who had a Euro 96 Gaza one. I'd quite happily wear that every time we go.
Absolutely, yeah.
So,
yeah, I agree.
Speaking of England, I on Friday night got steaming and bought an England flag. I don't even remember buying it. I was walking around the golf course on Saturday. I got an email from Amazon saying my England flag had arrived. Didn't even know I'd done it.
Love Excellent. It. How big?
I'm going to get it.
What, ordered it online? You ordered it online?
He's like drunk Amazon ordered.
There it is. Get in.
I love it.
That couldn't have been that much of an expensive purchase, so it's not too. What did you order it off of? Boohoo.com.
No, Amazon.
Yeah. How much was it?
I got one.
It was only like fucking £3. I think the delivery was more expensive.
That's what I was going to say. It cost more to get it, didn't it? So we had a golf day on Saturday, Christian.
You ain't having my one.
And it was pairs. It was a pairs tournament, and the losing pair got a poo trophy.
Nice little fly on it, isn't it?
Which is actually that.
Oh wow, that is epic.
Basically, everyone wanted to win that more than the main prize.
Yeah,
I won it.
So jealous.
It's the only time you can lose but win.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a fucking trophy. If I knew that, we'd have got a much lower score.
Yeah, I didn't want it to be so close.
Hi, I'm Christian.
Hi, I'm Jim.
Hi, I'm Dan.
Hi, I'm Hank.
And this is the Football Musketeers.
How we doing then? How's the football week? What we got?
Oh, Christian called out Brendan Rodgers.
Oh, good starting point.
Yeah,
set
got
tone.
Yeah, Pratt.
Well, I'm just saying, 2 years in a row now that Leicester have bowled it. He's bowled it before in the Premiership with Liverpool.
Do you
2
think
years in a row now?
Do you think that's because of him?
I feel like I should turn my camera off.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I mean, you can't have it both ways. You can say it's the players, but at the same time, when a manager, if he got in the top four, he would have accepted the credit.
Right, okay. Let's simplify this. I don't think he's a bottle job. Christian does. So what do you two think?
No. You two finish first. Have a little bit of nibble,
don't
have a
get
little
us
bit of bite.
involved. This is between you two, isn't it? I've got my say. Jim's got
well,
his.
You
I'll say it
spent the
after
last
you
2
two are done.
months. Oh, hang on. I've got a very good point here. I've been rinsed for being up Eddie Howe's ass. If I'm up his ass, you're inside Brendan Rodgers' gums, and he's just called him out. He's just called him out, so you two can have a little go.
Well, let's just address that point first. So, me being half a yard up someone's arse that has a job is one thing. You being up the arse of a homeless person who doesn't have a job is a bit different, Jim. So
that's absolutely pathetic, and it's your defence mechanism because you can't face up now to what Christian's called you out on by saying that Eddie Howe is a homeless, jobless fool.
Job seekers allowance.
We all know he's a quality manager, and we've all spoken in the past. We've mentioned him as an England potential in all of the debates.
All right. Yeah.
Rodgers went and had his little go with Celtic. We're all saying Howe can go and do it.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
The facts are, he's had 3 seasons in the Premiership with 2 different teams.
And
He fucked
overachieved.
up the title.
No, he overachieved.
And,
He's overachieved both times.
well, he underachieved. Well, technically, if you're in 4th position for pretty much the entire season, and then you lose what was it, 8 or 9 of the last 13, I'd probably say that's you bottling it rather than you overachieving.
He overachieved.
If it was any other manager, say for instance, if it was I don't know, Arsene Wenger, people would be absolutely crowing at the fact that you've been in that position for that amount of time. You just can't secure Champions League, regardless of Leicester being overachieving from the size of their playing budget and wage budget. Regardless, it's irrelevant in the fact that you've surrendered 4th place at the last hurdle. Yes,
Probably not irrelevant though. It's probably
Correct.
not relevant either because Ranieri won the league with Leicester on the same budget
True.
and the same poll.
Yeah,
And they nearly got relegated the season after.
Yeah.
If you said Leicester finished 5th at the beginning of this season, you'd have said they've overachieved. It doesn't matter. It doesn't.
Leicester ain't a top 4 club.
No, it doesn't matter which part of the season you have.
definitely not this year.
It doesn't matter which part of the season
Not any
you
year.
don't perform to the same standards as another part. It matters where you end when you end up, and they end up 5th, and 5th is higher than where they should end up.
Completely agree.
Yeah, 2 different arguments, I think, though.
The fact they were in there till the last day, I think, is unbelievable.
They shouldn't have fallen over that they did, but Harvey Barnes got injured. Vardy didn't score any goals, so I don't know how Brendan Rodgers was getting blamed. Barnes injured, Maddison was injured. I mean, they were playing Wes Morgan at one point because they didn't have. Johnny Evans got injured as well. So
We say Vardy wasn't scoring goals. Your boy in Nacho went on an absolute stormer of a run.
yeah, well, he's
Yeah.
that's
He had
fair.
to, though, didn't he?
Yeah,
But he kept him in with a shout.
yeah, correct. Yeah. So I think they did. They didn't finish strongly, but overall they got more points than I'd have thought they would have got in that league this season.
He's calling Rodgers out. They won the FA Cup, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't see how you're calling
You
Rodgers out. I don't understand it at all. There's I've not heard any substance behind anything other than the fact they've not made Champions League, which they're not meant to make.
Look,
Why are they not meant to make it? They weren't meant to win the league, but they did. It's not about what you.
And then the
pigeonhole
following season, they stayed up by the skin of their teeth.
Look,
After sacking Ranieri and having Craig Shakespeare coming.
Let's just admit it's a vicious attack on me and now you, by Christian. And once he's headed down a dead end, he's trapped, doesn't know what to do, so he kicks out. All right? He's lashed out. He's wrong. He's unfortunate, but it would take a bigger man to accept it.
Should I just insult someone at being homeless then?
On that same point, not Leicester, but now West Ham based. Last third of the season, there was loads of West Ham fans that were giving it all the big one. And then, where did they end up?
Europa League. It's
Yeah.
sixth.
And Moyes done an incredible job with them.
I think you can overachieve. You can overachieve and underachieve in the same season. If you said to Leicester fans, you're going to get Europa League at the end of the season, at the start of the season, they would have gone brilliant. If you would have shown them the table
and win
the FA Cup, yeah. If you would have shown them the table, 10 games to go, they would have. They're going to be disappointed the fact that they've missed out on Champions League in that position.
But their squad's smaller, Christian. Their squad's a lot smaller, and the other bigger teams at the end of the season have a bigger advantage over the likes of Leicester. I think that's what it's proved, that, and they were still playing the FA Cup, still playing other games, not a big enough squad. So we can't deny that they fell away, but I don't think they got the resources, and I think it was always going to happen.
They fell away in the last day of the season. Literally, the last day they lost. Had they not lost, they'd have been in.
So their resources and their funds are not that far away then?
No, I think they've done really well with what they've got.
To miss out on goal difference, or what is it, a point?
Something like that, yeah.
It's that close that if they'd have scraped in, like you said, if they'd have scraped into it, no one would even mention the results or the size of the club. You would have mentioned that they overachieved because they got Champions League. And then to support your argument, as well as argue it, you can't then attack them and say they underachieved because they got Europa League. It's both sides to it, isn't it? It's such a fine line because they give themselves such a good chance. What they had is what they had at the start of the year.
Yeah, I mean, if you finish above Tottenham, Liverpool, whoever it is, Tottenham, I think we all. I think we all, put it this way, right? It wouldn't surprise me if next season West Ham went down when the fans are back.
Yeah, and I'm not saying, I'm not backtracking, but I'm not saying that Brendan Rodgers is a bottle job. I think
That's exactly what you said.
Well, yeah, he bottled. Not like over his career, he's not a bottle job as a manager. But like this season, and he's shown in the past that it's the same sort of mould that you could say Poch is in the sense that he got a similar sort of squad at that time in Tottenham to a Champions League final, but didn't get them any further than fourth. And if you're looking at people that are probably underachieving, second, that league, the league, the time that Leicester won. Sorry, yeah. I think if you're looking at underachievers as managers, moving it so we're not going to agree on this clearly. Everton,
you're wrong.
What? You can't be wrong on an opinion, can you?
I don't know. You boys all tell me when I'm wrong when you don't agree with it. So I'm just repaying the favour, son.
I think it points out the fine margins of a team cropping into that top four. Now, I've just mentioned about West Ham and whether underachieved, overachieved, whatever they did with what they did this year. The only reason that they were there or thereabouts and knocking up in the top is because they took Lingard. If they didn't have Lingard the second half of the season, they wouldn't have been anywhere near. And where we're saying about next season, fans come back, they might get relegated. If they don't keep Lingard or have a player performing at the level that he was performing for that 2.5 months that he did, you take all of his goals, assists and contributions away in that period of time, they would have been nowhere near where they are.
Was it 9 goals, 5 assists or something like that in 16 games or something? 18 games, something like that.
The only other one I like is Souček. I think the rest of them are all very average.
Declan Rice, I think.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, Declan Rice.
But them three, I think they're the core, aren't they?
Do you think? So if you take Everton as an example, you mentioned Everton, I think, Jim. So who do you think has got a stronger squad, Everton or Leicester?
On paper,
squad, like an actual squad, I think Leicester.
Quality of players, you would look at Everton.
Not as a squad, as a first 11.
Quality of players. They have people like James Rodriguez, Calvert-Lewin.
As a first 11, I completely agree. But they've literally got DCL as a striker and no one else. Whereas Leicester have got Iheanacho, Vardy. There's two brilliant
But
strikers.
they both didn't perform at that level at the same time. So they're not in form, yeah. But again, they haven't got the same. That's not depth.
No, So if you go squad depth, Leicester are better. If you go first 11, Everton dick all over them.
So how many points did Everton get, and how many points did Leicester get?
So Everton
finished. I know Everton finished 10th.
Yeah, finished 10th with 59, and Leicester finished 5th with 66. So 7 points. What's that? 3 games between them, basically.
And that team with that manager, Ancelotti, with everywhere else that he's been, that is massively they've underachieved. He said overachieved.
Yeah.
Once again, the squad depth though, I think he's poor at Everton. I think he's actually awful.
Yeah, well, they're a club that just sign marquee signings, aren't they?
Silly signings. Iwobi is just silly.
Stupid. Yeah, Iwobi, you got
awful.
Yeah. How much was it? 40 odd million or something stupid for him.
Iwobi's a full headless chicken.
Yeah, he just runs
at all times.
What
does he do?
No.
What does he do? Just headless.
He's only tricky because he doesn't know himself what he's going to do next.
He ain't even tricky.
Awkward.
Do you know what? To summarise, awkward's good. Awkward's good. To summarise, if you're a Leicester supporter, I think you're proud of what you've done. You're a little bit disappointed you didn't manage to end up in the Champions League.
Yeah, Roger said he was but he said he couldn't hide the fact that it's disappointing. They was come so close.
Yeah, I mean, when you're bringing on Albrighton, you can't really be expecting to play in the Champions League, can you?
And what you said, Wes Brown. The fact that he had to play.
Where's Brown?
Yeah, that would have been, it's probably been just as poor. Just as poor as Wes Morgan, but yeah. Probably just as bad.
Yeah, so, Christian, look,
I
see your point, but I think you've been a bit harsh, and I think you've probably reflected on it. And I'll accept your apology. And if you want to tweet, tweet Brendan and let him know that you take it back, you're all back, then that's fine.
And I just want to add one. I want to add one final point on the Leicester thing. When they won the cup, the fact that they went and got the owner on after everything that's happened,
fantastic.
I thought that was unbelievable.
Yeah, I thought that was lovely.
In the world of football.
That's proper, isn't it? That's proper.
That's what you would dream of as a fan of a club. That type of ownership.
That's special, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when Wes Brown, Morgan, collected his he collected last game of the season. He collected some kind of trophy, didn't he? He gave the owner a hug, and you could see he had a tear in his eye.
Oh, Wes or the owner?
Wes Brown. Yeah.
Did you see the owner when the players were doing the lap of honour? The owner was throwing next year's home T-shirts to the crowd.
And didn't he give away a chocolate brownie, a clapper, and a drink to everyone for the last game?
Probably. I know he's done a free pint for a game before as well, hasn't he? So much stuff they do. Yeah.
I'm going out there.
Yeah.
I'll go there for a brownie.
Really, really good ownership.
Fuck Charlton off. I'm a Leicester fan. No, free pint every game. Let's have it.
Free pint and a brownie. Get on it.
Right, when are we going to start arguing about this England squad then?
Right now.
Before we do anything
about this
absolute
England, melt.
No, I want to call Christian out just right quick.
Oh.
Christian, you're at the 7 you put on Facebook that you want to chop.
Oh,
One of them's Ruth James.
Yes, I know. I'm prepared for this, don't worry.
Yeah, he was in your either starting 11 or he was very, very close to being in your starting 11 and you're now chopping him.
Yep.
Please explain. What's his big U-turn?
No, I totally agree. This feels like an attack, but I'm going to go with it. No, so my starting right back would be Walker.
Yeah.
And I was looking at who I'd want my backup right back to be, and I was torn between. I don't want Trippier. I don't want him anywhere near squad. I was torn between Reece James and Trent. And I know I've been singing Reece James praises, but I thought that Trent offers something different than Walker would offer. So he's a different right back option for the games where we would potentially have more option of getting more wing support. That was my only. Reece James is in a similar mold to Walker, just not as quick. Whereas, just saying the same point again. Yeah, that was my reason.
I accept your apology. That's cool. Thank you.
No worries.
No,
Right.
I think you
Hold
explained that very well.
on.
I think you explained that well, mate.
Has Christian done anything else this week that we need to go over before we start?
Who
What
else
else
have I
have we
chosen?
done?
That was literally the only one, I think.
No, he was breathing. Were you breathing at some point this week?
I did have one big breath. I don't know if you heard it.
I'll pack that in right now.
One way to lose weight.
Well, are we doing this?
Go on. I'll share the squad with you all. So
Nice.
yeah.
What should we do? Should we all pick one each that we want out and then just have a quick chat about each one?
I think we all agree on Aaron Ramsdale, so we'll just pile that one off. Right?
Just really quickly, he conceded 63 goals this season.
And Aaron Ramsdale.
Yeah, I mean, is he facing the wrong way?
His back must be fucked. The amount of times he's bent over and picked that ball out.
63 goals. Why? I mean, Tom Heaton, he must be in the boozer, just drowning his sorrows. Because
Well, they did get relegated, didn't they? So
Genuinely rather Ben Foster.
well, yeah, it's a great shot.
I think I'd rather Vince Bartram.
Now.
Boys, Ray Clements. Yeah, let's get him back.
No, he is now.
Yeah, I know he is now. I've looked him up.
He was on Price is Right.
Ray Clements, come on down.
Soda stream. 59 quid, higher or lower.
marble statue of a wolf.
Right, we all agree, yeah? The goalkeeper getting chopped is Ramsdale.
I
Yeah,
mean, it's a joke.
Yeah,
It's something you can tell his grandchildren. That's all it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I pick for England.
I put this online earlier, and there's a few people who have been chopping more than one keeper. So
Can't, yeah.
if people are listening, just so you know, you do have to take three. I know
Who else did they get rid of? Johnson?
Yeah. So they were just taking Pickford and Henderson. I was like, yeah, you can't break the rules, guys. It's got to be three.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry. So should we just go down the list? Is anyone dropping Trent?
Nope.
No.
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 Chilwell?
No.
Nope.
No.
Cody?
No.
No.
Godfrey?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wait, great Christian. What about you?
No, I'm not.
I'll take 3 out of 4. I'll fucking take Ben Godfrey 3 out of 4. Come on.
Do you know why?
Explain.
Well, I think you only need 4 centre backs.
He can play across the whole back line.
No, listen. Just
Go on,
just give your ass a
carry on.
chance. So
Carry on.
I think Mings, Mcguire, Stones, and Cody are all going to play before him, and I think you don't need 4. I think he's a good player, and you don't need some. He can play across the back, but you don't need this utility thing. I've gone on about this before.
Yeah,
you got
decent.
You got decent right backs. You got decent left backs. So
Yep.
he's not going to play in the centre defence. I think he's a fantastic player, but I don't think there's room for him, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I think that's a fair enough statement, to be honest. But I would definitely take him.
He's in mind for the reason that there's other people that I want out more.
Yeah, that's pretty much. And I would quite like to see him just get the experience of a tournament, because I think
It's a bit of a shame he's not been capped yet.
Yeah,
I think if he was capped already, I think he would be a shoo-in quite easily. But anyway, we'll carry on going down the list.
Reece James, obviously I've chopped him from mine, as we've discussed.
I'm chopping him.
I'm undecided between him and Trippier.
No.
I think he's the only defensive right back we've got.
I went with Trippier.
You're keeping James?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about you, H? Would you say you're undecided?
Well, my issue, what I want, right, ultimately, is I want players that can defend when you need them to. So if you come up against a team, they've got a really strong left forward, I want to have someone who can defend. At the same time, when you play Scotland and you're up against Billy McGinn or whatever it is, you stick on a really strong right back like a Trent who can get loads of crosses in. So I think Trent, Walker are quite offensive. I think Trippier, I think James is the most offensive-minded one. And then I was thinking, actually, I'd probably dump Reece James and Trippier and have Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, I'm absolutely. If I had a choice out of every English right back, my number one is Wan-Bissaka.
I think he should have been over Reece James and Trippier.
Like, don't get me wrong, going forward, he provides fuck all. But if you're playing against France or Spain, anyone, like what H just said, anyone that's got a strong left wing.
And if you put him in this squad over Trippier, it would have been a debate. There would have been a debate to have. The fact that he's not in here.
But if Trippier hadn't won the league with Atletico, we wouldn't even be entertaining him.
Like Wan-Bissaka's stats this season are incredible. He's top of everything in the right back. No, sorry, in both fullbacks in the whole Prem. I reckon,
So on that basis, I'm going to keep Reece James because I want a defensive right back, and I think we've got enough attacking ones.
Bit split then. Next up's Mcguire. Obviously, I think that's on injury basis, but I would keep him.
He's on the bench tonight.
Yeah, I'd keep him.
Yeah.
Mings, keep.
Yeah.
Keep.
Shaw, keep.
Yeah.
Keep.
Stones,
Keep.
Keep.
Yep. The Trip,
Scrap. Yeah.
Yeah, gone from me as well.
See you later, mate.
That's a unanimous one on that. Trippier's gone. We'll make that happen.
Yeah.
Walker, keep.
Keep.
Yeah. Keep. Keep saying
Ben White.
Yeah.
Yeah, gone.
Yeah, gone from me as well.
Not a bad player either, but a little bit like Godfrey.
Premature.
Where, it's a little bit like the Godfrey thing why people don't want him in. Uncapped and that. He's just...
I think it's a bit unnecessary for him to even be included in the 33. Because realistically, the potential of them taking Godfrey and White is not going to happen. So he should have just made...
I'd rather him put Mark Noble in instead of him.
Do you not think this is... So, right, none of us like Dyer, right?
Yeah.
But do you not think this is an absolute insult to put people like Ben White in, who played for Portsmouth last season, over Eric Dyer?
I love it.
I think he shows the quality of Dyer, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm glad Southgate's opened his fucking eyes. It's about time.
Yeah.
No, but he hasn't. Have you heard the interview about Dyer?
Oh, I don't want to hear it if it's going to piss me off.
I do.
Did you hear what he said?
No.
Oh, no.
One of the most respected men I know, right? He said, even if he's not playing, he makes a massive difference in the group when we take him away. That's why I've captained him in the past. And I'm like,
to be fair, actually, you don't know that. None of us can sit here and say that's bullshit.
No, but what I'm saying is...
Why is he not in a 33-man squad then if he's that vital?
So has he followed on from it? Yeah. Has he followed on from that age?
His excuse was, so they asked him, so why wasn't he in the squad? And he said that it was simply his season wasn't strong enough.
So why make that first statement? It's irrelevant.
And all those other vital stats are not strong enough then.
Yeah, so he's not that important to the team, because if he was that important, you'd tie a rock to his leg and sit him in the dressing room.
Yeah. So we're all in agreement Ben White should go, because basically he was playing in League One just over a year ago.
Yep.
Next up, Bellingham. He's staying, and I would start him as well.
I'd keep him. I wouldn't start him, though.
Yeah, agreed. I'd take him, but wouldn't start him.
He plays, we win.
Bellingham fan club.
The next one I thought was a bit...
I am getting overexcited with Bellingham. He's not a starter. I completely get that. That's my whole infatuation with him, but he is exceptional.
No, I understand it.
In my eyes.
We've all got to play like that. Like how Harry Winks ain't made this beyond me. Anyway, moving on.
Moving
on.
Yeah, move on.
Henderson next.
This was a tricky one.
This is tricky.
I mean, I'm taking him if he's fit, and if he can actually play for us. If he can't, then it's like a 50-50. I'd fuck him off, but I'm going with keeping him. He's our captain and that, isn't he? So
he's going for me.
Even if he's not fit, he's going for me.
See, that one I would understand. Right,
he's a captain, isn't he?
Yeah, and you've got an extended squad anyway, so you could use that sort of player, Henderson. Even if he's not, you can just tell he is a leader of that dressing room. Even having him there, not being able to play, I think would add benefit. So, yeah, take him.
If he's not fit, can you add him to the coaching staff?
Don't know. Can't see
why not.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, I think you can only name 23 in a day, can't you? I think 23 is the match day, and then the 3 extra are just
Well, they made a good point on Sky today that realistically, it's probably only going to be 15 or 16 players that actually play in this tournament.
Yeah, normally.
That's what it's normally like, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, if it's standard Southgate, it'd probably be 11.
But Dyer's not one of them, so let's all look on the up, guys.
Just
Jay Lings.
Yeah, touched on him earlier. Staying.
In. He's earned to be in that pot at least.
Yeah.
By far.
Mm-hmm.
H staying, yeah. Cool. Mount.
Yeah.
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 I think the next one's probably going to be unanimous, I would have thought. But I think our answer will matter little. Calvin Phillips, gone for me.
Get him out.
Well, let's give some people some rationale though. How many holding midfielders do we need?
Declan Rice.
Yeah,
one or two.
Hendo can play holding, can't he? And so can Rice. So
yeah,
so can Bellingham.
I think if Henderson is fit enough to go and Rice goes, he does not have an argument to take Phillips. He'll only get away with it if Henderson doesn't go.
I'm sorry, but it may be Croatia 5% of me, but Scotland and Czech Republic, we do not need Phillips in a holding midfield position.
You don't need Phillips. You don't need Phillips and Rice.
John, the truth of it, he's going to play 2 holding midfielders in all 3 games, and it's going to destroy us. It's going to be sick. Yeah. When you see that team sheet, right, and you see he's playing 2 holding midfielders, and he's got Foden on the bench, you're physically going to want to get in my car with me and drive to wherever he is and beat him to an inch within his life.
He's going to do it. I can't wait.
He'll have 3 centre halves, wing backs, 2 holding midfielders, Harry Kane up front with Sterling running around like a blue arse fly.
Well,
literally,
Kane will be playing holding midfield
as well. Inject 2 holding midfilders, just have it.
Yeah, and Kane will be playing holding midfield as well.
He'll be dropping deep.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate this and not that.
I was so right up for the Euros, and now I've just come crashing back now.
It's the realisation of what's going to happen.
You just play Rice, didn't you? You just play Rice.
The first game, I'd love it if he fucking went for it. Anyway,
you're in
We're
We're
all Declan Rice, aren't we?
Declan Rice is staying in. Ward-Prowse, I kept him in mine.
Yeah, I think I kept him in me as well.
He's a different option.
Yeah,
I've let him go.
Yeah, I've got a 50-50 with him, but I'll give the rationale at the end.
Okay.
Because there's
Calvert-Lewin.
I think the next 3 are definitely staying.
Yeah, you say that. So the next 3, for those that can't see, are Calvert-Lewin, Foden, and Grealish.
Yeah.
See, we've had a few people on our comment section saying that they wouldn't take Calvert-Lewin.
What?
Now, I didn't want to bring it up, but Dan, what's your reaction to that?
I can tell by his face.
Delete the comment.
It's idiotic. It's absolutely idiotic.
What did they say? Why?
Yeah,
I did ask why, and I think one of them was Watkins. One said Watkins is better.
All right, let's go. Carry on.
And the other one said. I think everyone said realistically, I'd want a different option because he's similar to Kane.
He's not at all. I hate people who say that. He's quicker, he's stronger, he's more of a poacher, and he's better in the air.
He looks good. He smells good.
Does he make a love good?
Sao Paulo.
Yeah.
Kane's a natural finisher. And he is a better player, but DCL, for the things I just said for him, he's...
Boys, I don't know why we're even entertaining
my blood's
this.
boiling.
Yeah, it's silly. It's silly. Let's just
they're all staying. Them three are staying.
They're doing it for a bite, and a bit.
No one dropped any of them, did they? They're all going.
No.
Yeah. Mason Greenwood.
Gone.
I'm taking him.
Yeah, I'm taking him.
I think he's so overrated. It's a joke.
I wouldn't take him personally. I wouldn't take any of the other options up front. I wanted Ings, but he's not even an option.
What's happened to Ings? So we had this conversation. I'd take Ings over Watkins.
Yeah, I would take Ings as a third striker, but I don't think, and I still haven't seen. I'll take Bamford.
I'll take Bamford over the pair of them.
No.
He's not. Someone put that online earlier saying Bamford's got putting his stats up and comparing to others. I was like, it's not all about stats. It's the way you play. Bamford does not play how we are going to be playing. He doesn't fit into the way that...
Let's be honest, the third striker isn't going to feature for us anyway, so it's irrelevant.
Fuck it off. Anyway.
Hang on. You laugh. When we are playing the Czech Republic and we're 2-1 down with 10 minutes to go and we need to get at least a point, then you might want Danny Ings, Calvert-Lewin and Kane on the pitch.
I've got an even better point to that. We'll be 2-1 down against Czech Republic with 10 minutes to go, and Southgate will still be sat on the fucking bench.
Yeah. You know what he'll do?
Counting the water bottles.
It'll make a sub when we equalise.
Yeah. What he'll do? He'll bring Phillips on. He'll bring Phillips on for Rice or something, or for Mount, and sit. And I hope Harry Mcguire gets a header.
He'll change formation.
This is my point though. Around you only need 4 centre backs, right? Because you ain't going to change a game by bringing on a centre back. Whereas if you need an impact player up front and you got to go hell for leather, you might need him for penalties. You might need him for anything. But I think you've got to make sure. I think you've got to have 3 strikers. I really do.
Yeah.
And I'd have Ings, Calvert-Lewin, and Kane if it was my choice.
Yeah, same.
So what was the Greenwood verdict?
Greenwood, I'm keeping.
I'm not.
I'm keeping him because I chose him over Saka, basically.
Yeah.
What about you, Jim?
Mine is it's between Greenwood and Ward-Prowse.
Oh, okay.
As I don't know which one of them to get rid of.
Come back to you at the end.
Yeah. Well, next one's easy. Kane, keep.
Yeah, in. Easy.
Rashford?
Yep.
Yep.
Saka?
No.
I'd keep him.
Oh, God.
I'm curious as to why.
Yes,
I think he's better than Greenwood. I think he brings more. He's not. Once again, he's another. Greenwood and Saka ain't going to play, and I think he's a lot more versatile than Greenwood. Play anywhere up the left and the right. I
wouldn't be disheartened if Greenwood wasn't played and Saka got called up instead.
No, it doesn't bother me if Greenwood went and Saka didn't. They ain't going to play. So.
No. Go on, H.
High five.
I've got a slight confession. I don't even know who he is.
What, Saka? Arsenal?
Yeah, awful.
Yeah, don't know who he is.
And Smith Rowe are the only reason that Arsenal are still in the top half of the table this year.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Smith Rowe,
good
Xhaka.
player.
Is he that good? How many goals has he
Smith Rowe's a good player.
Where does he play?
Saka can play pretty much anywhere.
Smith Rowe, where does he play?
Be on the striker,
yeah. Number 10.
Yeah.
Is he just
Grealish?
Is the thing is though, is this Smith Rowe and these players being looked good because they're playing with absolute shocking players with them?
Probably.
It could be a case.
Smith Rowe went on loan. Smith Rowe went on loan last year to the Bundesliga. Was it Schalke or Hamburg?
I know it was at Huddersfield.
If you're
that was the start of this season, though.
He went abroad last year and he done really well for himself. He can play, but
yeah,
I do get your point.
It's a bit like that, isn't it? When you're out in the nightclub and you hold your hands up to block out the friends to see if it actually is a good-looking bird or not. That sort of thing.
Good.
Wow, love the fuck. Where the fuck?
Do you even know what a nightclub is?
long time ago now.
Yeah.
All right, Saka's out.
Saka's out. Sancho next.
In.
Yeah.
He's in. I
Sterling.
wouldn't play him, but yeah. Sterling's in for me.
Yeah, in.
Another
Watkins.
one to raise about Sterling. Probably about half the comments were people dropping Sterling because he's not been in great form.
Ignore it. We're not talking about it.
Tosh.
Fuck the haters. Watkins.
Out.
Gone. Yeah.
On the basis of that whole logic of it's just not going to get anywhere near playing. It's irrelevant. And there's probably better options. Ings being one of them.
Yeah, I think we're quite aligned then by the sounds of it. There's only a few players.
There's maybe one or two.
Only one. It's just Greenwood and Ward-Prowse. And again, I was looking at both of them on that logic that neither of them are going to get anywhere near the pitch.
So who's your strikers you're taking? Calvert-Lewin, Kane,
Rashford.
Have you got a third? Is it
I took
Rashford could play across everywhere, across the front three.
Yeah.
I took Watkins, but I would have taken Ings. But I'm not. I want 3 strikers. I
looked at that forward pot and I chopped out Watkins, Saka, and then I just didn't. Yeah, with Greenwood and Ward-Prowse with a question mark as to one of them would come out, and that would be my 7.
I didn't even class Foden and Grealish as forwards, to be honest. I think they're going to play in the middle, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, Foden could play out wide, but they're more midfield, aren't they?
But yeah, I'm not. I'll tell you what. I'll drop Ward-Prowse. I'll take Greenwood.
Fair play.
I've done the opposite, but you know.
I can make an account for both of them.
Yeah, it's a
But neither of them are
6s
going
and
to play.
7s, isn't it? True. Hopefully,
Yeah,
anyway. Something's really gone wrong.
I think you've got to assume that Foden, Grealish, Rice, Kane, Sterling, Rashford pretty much going to start.
I don't think Rashford should. I think it should be Sancho over Rashford.
But he will, though. I'm not saying what should happen. I'm saying what will probably happen.
Yeah, I'll make you right. Yeah.
All depends on Grealish's fitness as well, because I know he's a bit banged up and his ankles aren't the best.
And that is the problem through the tournament. Like he's a very good player, and he gets injured 44 times a half.
So
he gets fouled, and he's the most fouled player. Teams will go at him.
So he's someone he's actually possibly the only player out of all of them that I wouldn't start against either Czech Republic or Scotland. I'd have him playing against Croatia.
Yeah, I'd have him playing against the so-called quality opponents because he's just going to get kicked the shit out of in the other games.
By Czech Republic in that, Souček's going to break his leg.
Yeah.
John McGinn's going to boot him up in the air.
If he can catch him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I would do if I was a manager. But
protect him a little bit, yeah. Totally.
Hang on, guys, you're assuming that Southgate has got something about him. So I totally agree, but
look at him in the bottom corner of the little provisional squad, trying to celebrate him. Pretend he's passionate. He's probably fucking buzzing. He's got a roast dinner waiting at home.
He just won £1.60 on the Euro Millions.
Yeah, he's got to share it with Kane.
Yeah,
right. We all done then? Have we're going to get?
Yeah,
I think that's pretty good.
Quick shout out for the England shirt raffle, Christian. I think we've only got a few tickets left. Is that right?
It is, yeah. So yeah, head to any social media page. There's a link. You can grab yourself a ticket. It's £1 a ticket. Just make sure you put your full name in there. It's going to be drawn live on the 11th of June. Get a brand new England shirt. So get yourself on there and get yourself a ticket.
I think we've only got a handful left, so grab on while you can. And also, we're giving away. When are we giving away the England poster?
So that's going. So yeah, we've also got a social competition on Twitter. So head to our Twitter page. We're giving away a poster from the England 5-1 win over Germany. So it's like a little poster you can keep A4 print. Just like and retweet the post, and then the draw's being done Sunday night. So Monday you'll know who's won.
That was a real game, wasn't it? 5-1.
Brilliant. Unbelievable.
Love
Even
that.
Heskey
Mate.
scored.
And
Heskey made it 5.
if we get
Yeah, love it. The fucking DJ. Let's go.
if we manage to sell all the England shirt tickets, then we may consider doing another one. But we'll see. We'll see how quickly the last few go. Right.
Indeed.
And
Cool.
just one more reminder before we start the game: 11th of June.
Yep.
Facebook Live. We will be coming
Twitter.
out. We'll be
Facebook,
coming out.
Twitter, YouTube, all of them.
We'll be coming out to you. You won't be able to avoid us. We'll be on every screen available in your house.
Ain't hacking them, H.
I don't know how powerful you think this software is.
Well, I believe on the first night, Turkey are playing. Is that correct?
Most likely.
Turkey, Italy, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, rings a bell.
I've got a fiver on Tucson becoming top goal scorer at the Euros, about 5,100 million to 1. So that night he's going to get a hat trick, and we're going to cash out for 200 quid. Oh.
And then he's going to give it to charity.
Yeah, thanks, Jim.
Fucking dropped him right in it.
Yeah.
All right, let's start this game. Bunch of turnip fucks. Come on.
Cool. Yep, so got another Who Am I?
Sweet.
So same as always, 10
Well,
clues.
this week you've been a bit of a prat, haven't you? That's who you are. Sorry.
Fucking
The
come
fire
right.
starter this week. Yeah, so 10 clues. Guess after every clue if you've got a guess. If not, I'll move on to the next one.
Sweet.
So, clue 1, I was born in 1973. I cut out the date because there was ridicule last week. Cool, next one. Apologies for the pronunciation. I was born in Suriname.
Sorry?
Correct. Born in Suriname.
Can you
Suriname?
Where is that?
It's like surname, but with an I.
Yeah.
And that is
Tsunami.
Suriname.
That is, yeah. If you don't know, then you should have paid attention in geography. Sorry.
Kanu.
No.
Suriname.
Number 3, I started my playing professional career in 1991.
Yeah, 18. Suriname. I'm assuming that must be Africa, right, chaps? It's got to be somewhere in
I
Africa.
know. I've got no clue.
I thought it was tsunami. Born in a
I've
tsunami.
never heard of it. I'm not joking.
I've only
I
heard
knew
of it because of one player who's partly from there.
Well, you guess it then.
And who's
Yeah,
that?
because this player's 10 years younger.
Who is it though?
Nigel de Jong.
Good guess.
Oh, God. You fucking love him, didn't you?
He loves him, doesn't he? Any excuse. I was thinking it might be Nigel de Jong. Yeah.
Just bring him out. No, he's half Surinamese.
Oh, right.
Hmm.
Big clue
Have that
now.
one, boys.
I reckon this could get it, you know. Clue 4. I began my career at Ajax.
Patrick
George-
Clark.
George Weir.
No.
Ajax.
I haven't
Oh,
got anything.
it's Nigel. Nige. Dion.
It is, yeah. That's the one. Cool. Number 5. I ended my playing career in 2014.
Edgar Davids.
Correct.
Yes! Come on!
Oh, shout, that is, isn't it?
Great shout.
In the end, yeah, Barnett.
Yeah, he tried
Yeah.
to take. He tried. Did you hear what he said at Barnet when he finished? He went, "I can take on their whole team. I can take on everyone. Every team we play, I'll take on every player and score." Couldn't. Just got
His
angry.
disciplinary record for Barney was atrocious.
Love that.
The last clues were
Played
number
H.
6 was I was a centre midfielder. Number 7, I represented my country 74 times, scoring 6 goals. Number 8 was I was nicknamed the Pitbull. 9, my last club was Barnet. And 10, I was renowned for my dreadlocked hair and protective goggles.
I don't think I'd have got that till 9.
Yeah, same.
Really?
Vote in.
Mm.
Well
You know-
done, H. Very,
You know,
very,
it's
very
supposed
good.
to get easier, yeah? But H got it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean-
joking. I'm joking with you. I'm dicking about. No, well done, H. Yeah, it's a
I'm
good quiz,
bruised and
Christian.
battered.
No, it's a good
Question
quiz.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a decent one, that. 5.
Good effort.
Very good.
Okay, so next week is our last pod before Facebook Live.
It is, and for the listeners, we do potentially have a guest on for some of it. So I know we were speaking about a certain someone.
I'll join it for the whole pod
Oh,
next week.
right, okay.
It's no problem.
No, I was talking about someone else when we were talking about
Oh.
Newcastle.
Sorry.
So we may have the culprit of said comments, Kai, joining us. To talk
Spotting
about
Kai.
Newcastle.
Spotting
Yeah.
Kai.
So we shall see. But yeah,
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good to
it
get
would
a
be
bit
good. Yeah,
get a pre Facebook Live bit of interaction. See if we can talk to other people without pissing everyone off.
hopefully not. Yeah, I'll try and keep my mouth shut about Newcastle between now and then.
Kai
You
just
need,
come.
you need a
Kai,
quiet week, son. Is what you need.
So,
Get your
Kai,
head down.
Kai would just come on and we won't say anything because we'll be worried to just annoy him. So good evening, Kai. What have you got to say? And thank you, Kai. Have a good night.